Okay, because that lady had me on trial yesterday and she didn't allow me to make any closing arguments because her court was a kangaroo court, just like Jesus' court. See, it's like she wanted to slap me and spit on me, just like the high priest Caiaphas slapped and spit on Jesus. See what I'm saying? So what I'm doing is I'm going and getting the evidence to support my truth right now. So in summation, for which is legally defined as the final argument of an attorney at the close of a trial in which he or she attempts to convince the judge or jury of the virtues for which are defined as conformity, for which is defined as correspondence, for which is defined as the agreement of things with one another in form, manner, or character to a standard of right of the client's case. See, so now, this is my summation in the final argument between me and that woman, right? At her trial. Now, she gave me a trial yesterday on my birthday, January 8th in 2023. Now, I'm giving her a trial on January 9th in 2023, right? So this is my close at her trial in which she must now, as her attorney, attempt to convince the judge, for whom is me. I told her yesterday in her court I was the judge, but she said no, she the judge. So I sat back and let her now use the evidence that she used to support her case and her trial. Now, see, I'm coming and I'm gonna go get the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution. Well, I don't have to go get that for her because I already got that for her state attorney. See, that's what I was trying to tell her yesterday. Now your state attorney done led you into judgment, right? And your Jesus say the blind leading the blind will lead you both into a ditch. And then you put me on trial after your state failed to prove their case against me beyond a legal doubt. So now I'm proving my case against you and the state, that lady who is a citizen of the state and the attorney general for whom is the lawyer for that lady. See what I'm saying? So now what is the agreement of things with one another? That's supposed to be the Florida Constitution. In this case, it's supposed to be the United States Constitution. In this case, it's supposed to be the Florida Bill of Rights. In this case, it's supposed to be the United States Bill of Rights. In this case. But the lady said, no, we're going to do it according to the Bible, right? So now, in the form, see, now I'm going to do it in form, because she did it with the Bible. In manner, she did it with the Bible. And now I'm showing my character as well as her character, right? In the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida. See, now she got to come through the civil courthouse, the criminal courthouse in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, as well as through the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida, because that's where I proved myself. Well, why she can't prove herself before the people with the laws that govern the people. Now, these laws do not govern the people. It governs her, because she says that she's a Christian. I told her I was not a Christian. I told her I'm a United States citizen. And that's the laws that I'm defending myself on. So if she's a Christian, then these are the laws she should defend herself on. King David's Psalm 139, verse 17. How precious also are thy thoughts unto me. Now, who is she? Who? See, these are my thoughts unto me, right? But her thoughts was about someone else, and she was calling me Saul. And I kept telling her, no, look, also, how precious also are thy thoughts. See, that's thy thoughts. So that's saying that my thoughts are precious, right? Unto me, because this was King David talking about his thoughts unto him and oh God, right? Now, I was telling her, by definition of my enemy, I have fit the character and form of their description of God. So I was trying to tell her, what is your description of God? You calling me Saul, and that's not who I am. So you're not even giving the description of me. Now, hold on. And then it say, how great is the sum of them? So now look at this lady thoughts. Her thoughts go back to she thinking I'm Saul. like I met Jesus in a light. I'm saying, well, that's what Saul said in his conversion. I keep telling y'all trying to convert me, right? But I don't see where you have the right to. See, because my thoughts are mine. Your thoughts are those of someone else. So when do your thoughts become precious when you ain't thinking? See what I'm saying? So now that's destroying you in Psalms 139 verse 17. You already destroyed, lady. Now let's talk about Saul, who she say I was, who wrote Galatians, right? 5 verse 17. So if I was converted, right, then can I not use the words of a converted man who was converted by Jesus himself? So now, if Jesus is converting me after she sat there and called me Saul, well now, if I was Saul, right, now hear what Saul said. For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Now, hold on. I fulfilled the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution, the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights, the United States Declaration of Independence, statutory law, and the Civil Rights Act of 1964 in the civil and criminal courthouses in Summerlin and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, right? Now, let me read Saul. So if I'm Saul, right, now I'm finna show this lady where I fulfilled what Saul said. Now this after Jesus. So in Galatians 5 verse 14, for all, see, all, that encompasses every law ever written, right? For all the law is fulfilled in one word, Tommy Chancey Castle Sr., right? That's my name, right? So if you identify me, even though it's 3 names, my first name, my last name, and my middle name, they all identify me. See what I'm saying? That's what the lady not worrying about. Okay, if Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee, right, identifies Jesus Christ, then Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee is one word because it describes one person, right? Just because my name is in 3 layers don't mean that I'm in 3 layers. My middle name still identifies my first name. My middle name identifies my last name. My last name identifies my first and middle name. So it's all still me. You can call me Chancey, you can call me Tommy, or you can call me Castle, and you still calling me a word. See? Okay, now, even in this, right? So even after I fulfill all the laws, the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution, the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights, the United States Declaration of Independence, statutory law, the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Now I'm even able to go and get King David's, I can get Galatians, right, and fulfill those also. Because once I fulfill one law, I fulfill all the laws because I am now. Now that lady, what law did she fulfill? Because the person that she called me was converted from persecuting Christians. So she persecuted me, just like they persecuted Jesus. What is her, let's see, okay, then it says, right, it says, but in this, so even yesterday, in this, what she did to me, right? Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Now, when did she love herself? By keeping herself ignorant. When did she love her children or a child? By keeping herself ignorant. How can she allow the child to grow out of her ignorance if she won't grow out of it herself? Okay, so now that means her child is doomed to her understanding. That's what history say. History says, if you don't know your history, you doomed to repeat it. Her child is her history. Her history is her child. So if she do not make better history, her child gonna have to make better history. Like I'm doing in defense of my history, like my father did his history. So I'm separating my father's history from me, and her child gonna have to separate her understanding from her child's understanding. But boy, now you got that serpent, the same person who put her mind led her mind astray, is the same mind that's gonna get her daughter and maybe give her on the right path or get her on the off path. But no matter what, she gonna be on a path. See what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to do is give that child a true path that I know is true. That's why I'm giving it to my daughter and my son. Okay, now, John 17, verse 17 says, sanctify, for which is defined as to set apart to a sacred purpose or to religious use, them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. Now, this is John 17, but I wanted you to understand what sanctify means. So I define sanctify. So, but the scripture is John 17, verse 17. It says, sanctify them through thy truth, which I'm doing. See, in the civil and criminal courthouses and similar and Orange counties in the state of Florida, I sanctified my people through my truth, right? On August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. Thy word is truth, and my word was true in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. So if my word was legally true in accordance with the Florida Constitution and the Florida Bill of Rights in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, and my word was true in accordance with the United States Constitution and the United States Bill of Rights in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, then why and how and my word was not true in that woman's kangaroo court on my birthday, January 8th, 2023. You tell me, if I have sanctified my people with my truth, and John, who is a disciple of that lady's Lord and Savior, said, in John 17, verse 17, sanctify, for which is defined as to set apart. Now, did I not set that lady apart from my truth to a sacred purpose? So did I not move the devil away so I can hire my people to become what God, which is me, see them as? See, in this saga, I'm God, and I see these children in better shape than you see them in. Now, why your God got these children less than I got them in if he God? Because you are now the female God, and you can't do what a man do.